Who is that, huh?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Picking and Flipping. Today we are doing something completely different with the channel, which isn't all that new anymore. But I stopped by a car show, and the car show was at an assisted living home. And they did it so that the residents would be able to come out and take a walk around or take their wheelchairs around and see the cars, and had a great time. And they had a lot of fun. So I was glad to be a part of it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you like what you see, please don't forget to click that little like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you think your friend should see it, share it. So thanks.
I'm just a guy who wishes he had a car like this.
There's two of us.
I am here with Dave, and he is the owner of this beautiful 1965 Corvette. And it's not just a regular one, it's a rare one. I'm gonna let him tell you all about it. Check it out. Hey Dave, how you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Great. What can you tell me about this rare Corvette you got here today?
Well, the one thing I can tell you is it's about 95% original motor, tranny, rear end. It's what they call matching numbers.
Okay.
There was 24,000 approximately Corvettes built that year in '65. My particular one with the goldwood yellow color, there was only 1,200 built out of that number. It has a power glide transmission, which there was only a little over 2,000 built with a power glide rather than a stick shift. And with the air conditioning and power steering and power windows and everything back in '65, that was a luxury. Car originally cost $5,700. It's worth about $60,000 now. So great car. Great car.
This is an absolutely beautiful car. How long have you owned it for?
I've owned it since 2004.
Wonderful. And have you restored it, or is this the condition it was
No, I buy them the way they are because I'm not a mechanic. I just write checks.
That's the way to do it. Well, Dave, I appreciate you telling us about your car here, and you have a wonderful day. Hope you do good in the car show.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Here we got, looks like a Deuce coupe, but I don't know much about these, so we're going to find the owner, Bob, and he's going to tell you all about this beauty right here. Bob, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great today. What can you tell us about this beautiful ride you got here?
It is a 1932 three-window coupe. All the 32s are called deuces. It's a fiberglass body, it's not steel. It's chopped 3.5 inches. It's got a ZZ4 350, 375 horse motor, 700 R4, Ford 9-inch rear end. And I built it as kind of a tribute to the American graffiti car. That's why it's got the fenders.
I thought it kind of looked like, was it John
Milner.
John Milner's car?
Yes.
And how long have you owned it for?
I've owned this one for 6 years, I think.
And when did you get done building it?
I bought it, it had 500 miles on it, but it wasn't totally finished yet. It was running and driving, but it didn't have, like the fenders I put on, transmission I put in, interior work I did.
Absolutely beautiful machine. Absolutely. What's the rear in it?
Ford 9-inch.
Okay.
373 gears.
Oh yeah. Well, good luck in the car show today, and thank you for telling us about your vehicle.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
Wow. What a machine. One, two, three, 4, 5. Look at the air horns. No kidding, man. That is something else. Wow, they got some time into this. I mean, you can go underneath this thing. Extreme 4x4 Club 200.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we went to Texas and we had broke down because the trailer had broke or had got a flat, and I slept on the trailer underneath this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was no problem. It was so high, no big deal. So, his daughters passed away, and so that's their names on the bed there.
Very cool.
She's very cool. So much work and detail.
Lots of work. She's always at the shop, you know, doing little things because she's constantly being upgraded. This truck has not sat still for a while.
Check this thing out. I am here with Alan. He's the owner of this beautiful, I'm not even sure what it is, but he's gonna tell us all about it. Alan, how you doing today?
Good, good, good. So it's an East German Trabant. They were built in East Germany. Most people know the Volkswagen Bug from the other side of the wall. So the wall's up, communist times are going on. This is built on the other side of Germany. So they built this car from 64 to 91, didn't change much on the body style. Built over 3 million of these cars. There's currently less than probably about 150 in the United States. This car here is 1,300 pounds. It has a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke motor, makes all of 27 horsepower. No fuel pump, no water pump, it's air cooled. And as you can see, the coolest feature of the car is it's made out of Duroplast. So there's a little bit of metal, and we'll show you here in just a moment. Underneath the hood, you can see those little fibers. Those are actually resin wool pieces coming in that are getting crushed and then pressed like an early form of fiberglass. And we'll show you here in a moment around the backside under the trunk. You can really get a good look at it. But it's hoods, trunks, fenders, all the pieces. You can see that resin right there. See that early form of fiberglass. So that's how they get this car down to 1,300 pounds.
That was my next question.
And
what does it weigh? Nice
Nice and light, super easy. But yes, very, very cool car. As I said, less than 150 in the United States. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome ride. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good luck in the car show today.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Picking and flipping, and I am here with Rob, with one of the owners of the beautifulest 2 Lincolns on the property today. How you doing today, Rob?
All right, a little hot.
Why don't you tell us about this Lincoln?
98 Lincoln Town Car. Has the hydraulic system in it.
Wow, wow.
6.8 battery setup.
Absolutely amazing. How many switches does this thing have in it?
It's only 4.
4?
Yeah, 4 switches. You really don't need any more than 4.
Okay.
You know, to do what you have to do.
That is I tell you what, that is a serious cable.
Disconnect that, it takes all the power out.
Gotcha. What color is this?
I call her Tiffany.
That's awesome, guys. Hey everybody, welcome back to Picking and Flipping. I'm here with John, and he is the owner of this beautiful DeSoto. So I'm going to let John tell you about it. Here he is. How you doing today, John?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Tell us about your DeSoto.
It's a 1958 DeSoto Firesweep. It's pretty much been all redone. It's got the original motor in it, which is a 350 cubic inch. Looks like a wedge motor.
Wow. Wow. This is, this engine compartment's so clean you could eat off of it.
It's fuel injected,
Wow.
cruise control, air conditioned, 4-wheel disc brakes.
And what year is it?
1958.
Wow.
It's got all the modern conveniences.
Plush leather interior, air conditioning. But the hot spot, you said you bought the car for the taillights?
The taillights.
Let's check out these. Wow. That is awesome. This is a beautiful machine right here.
And it drives great. I'm getting ready to take it on about another 2,000-mile trip next month.
This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome.
It's a cruiser.
That is a beautiful car, John. Thank you very much for telling us about it. I am here with Greg and a beautiful and Don, and they have a beautiful 66, 67 GTO. And I'm going to let these gentlemen explain that to you. How you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Fine. So what can you tell us about your beautiful GTO?
I bought it as an incomplete project. Previous owner backed it off a trailer into a light post. It didn't have any brakes, so he pushed it back on the trailer and parked it for 16 years, and I finished it up. It's got a Chevy big block, a Chevy 454 in it. It's a rat motor, that's why we call it rat goat.
Okay.
And it's got a 67 tail panel. It was originally a 6-cylinder Pontiac Tempest.
Oh.
The Sprint model with the overhead cam 6 and the 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhaust. So it was a 3-speed car originally. I've got a 4-speed in there now.
Wow.
I redid the dash and to make it look somewhat original, but put bigger gauges in that are easier for an older feller.
Was it a factory air conditioner car?
No.
Okay.
This is a vintage air system.
Okay.
It's,
And there's the taillights.
barely, and now it's a 67.
The rat goat. I love that. Well, I appreciate you showing us this beautiful machine, and we really thank you for coming out today.
Thanks for the interview.
Hey, here we got one of my favorites, one of everybody's favorites, I think. 1933 coupe with suicide doors on it. And I'm here with the owner, Steve, and he's going to tell us all about it. How you doing today, Steve?
Good, Brian.
Pleasure. Pleasure. Why don't you tell us about this beautiful machine you have?
It's a 33. It's got a 302 motor in it. It's actually a 302 stroker roller motor. It's got a 3-speed automatic transmission, air conditioning. It's all fiberglass. Just a nice car.
And did you build it or you buy it built?
No, a friend of mine built it and found out he had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and he decided to sell it, and I bought it from him.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but I'm glad you're keeping his car alive. That's a
Yeah.
pretty cool thing of you to do there. How long have you owned it?
I've had it now for about 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah.
What kind of power you think you're making?
Probably over 500 horsepower.
Woo! And is this like the typical with the Ford 9-inch in it?
Yeah.
You got a Ford 9-inch in them?
Yeah.
That's what I see a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful machine. You mind if I stick the camera
No,
in there?
not at all.
I mean, this is some work here.
Yeah, I just put those bucket seats in. It had low back buckets, and I put in the high back buckets.
Wow. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well, Steve, I really appreciate you showing us this vehicle and coming out today.
Thank you, Brian.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Take care. Oh, of course it is. Oh.
Thank you.
That one's got a parachute on it. Yep.
Thank you.
So does it still have the tune port in it, or is it LS swapped?
I'm still to the point.
Yeah? 305?
350.
350? Damn. Wow. Oh wow, it's got suicide doors and everything on it. This is beautiful. Gotta love that 33. Awesome. Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, no problem.
What's the name of your guys' club?
Individual.
Individuals Car Club Tucson, Arizona, man. Check these guys out. Thank you, man.
All right.
Good luck in the car show today, guys.